He was Mr. Perfect in the ring, a name synonymous with skill, charisma, and flawless execution. Curt Hennig dazzled millions, executing every move with precision, leaving fans in awe of his talent. But outside the spotlight, behind the confident smile and championship gold, Hennig was battling demons most could never see. Then, on February 10, 2003, the world woke up to shocking news. Curt Hennig was dead at just 44 years old. Authorities ruled it an overdose. But those who knew him whispered darker truths, a life weighed down by pain, addiction, and a relentless pursuit of perfection that may have cost him everything. This is not just a story of a wrestler's passing, it is the unnerving, mysterious, and tragic story of Curt Hennig. Curt Hennig was born into wrestling royalty, the son of the legendary Larry "the Axe" Hennig. From an early age, the path of professional wrestling seemed inevitable, but Curt brought more than just legacy. He brought finesse, intelligence, and charisma that transformed every promotion he touched. In the WWF, he became Mr. Perfect, a moniker earned through extraordinary skill and athleticism. Hennig's matches were often textbook perfect showcases of wrestling psychology, technical expertise, and audience engagement. Yet beneath the applause and the championship titles, Curt struggled to balance family, travel, and the pressures of living up to a legendary name. The very qualities that made Curt Hennig perfect in the eyes of fans also became his greatest burden. Wrestling's grueling schedule left little time for recovery, forcing him to push his body through years of punishment. Hennig developed chronic injuries, including back pain and knee problems, which plagued him for decades. Painkillers and medications became a necessity rather than a choice, helping him survive both the physical and mental demands of the industry. Friends noted that while he appeared composed, confident, and unshakable, inside he often battled anxiety, exhaustion, and a sense of being trapped by the very perfection that defined him. Like many wrestlers of his generation, Curt Hennig turned to prescription drugs and alcohol to cope with the pressures of life on the road, the physical toll of matches, and the invisible weight of expectation. What began as self-medication slowly evolved into dependency. Away from fans and the cameras, Hennig wrestled with inner demons, anxiety, depression, and the intense pressure to maintain his legacy. His friends and family later recounted that while he could light up any room, there were moments when the man behind Mr. Perfect felt utterly alone, haunted by pain both physical and emotional. On February 10, 2003, Curt Hennig was found dead in his Florida home at the age of 44. Official reports cited an accidental overdose of combined substances, including prescription medication. While the death was ruled non-criminal, the suddenness shocked fans and colleagues alike. How does a man who appeared healthy, talented, and vibrant pass away so suddenly? For many, the official explanation felt incomplete. It was not just the loss of a wrestling icon, but a chilling reminder of the hidden toll the industry can take on its brightest stars. While authorities classified Hennig's death as accidental, the circumstances are complicated. Years of repeated injuries, prescription medication use, travel stress, and emotional pressures create a high-risk environment for early death among professional wrestlers. Curt Hennig's life was a perfect storm of brilliance and burden, a man who gave everything to his craft while quietly paying the ultimate price. Whether his death was preventable or inevitable, it remains one of wrestling's most tragic and cautionary tales. Curt Hennig's passing is part of a distressing pattern among professional wrestlers who die young. Like many legends before and after him, his death highlights the cost of high-performance entertainment, the culture of silence around pain and addiction, and the absence of proper support systems. Hennig's story is a stark reminder that behind every champion lies a human being whose struggles are often invisible to the public eye. Curt Hennig will forever be remembered as one of wrestling's most talented and technically gifted performers. Mr. Perfect set a standard for excellence, precision, and charisma that few have matched. But his story is also a somber lesson about the personal costs of greatness. Behind the flawless performances, the accolades, and the cheers, Curt battled forces most never saw. His death reminds fans and wrestlers alike that perfection, while admired, can come at a devastating price. Curt Hennig thrilled millions as Mr. Perfect, but the man behind the perfection paid a tragic price. Remember his talent, remember the warning, and never forget the human cost behind the spectacle.